welcome to the season premiere of the Mr. and Mrs. Show. Now, you remember last season we had so much fun. We had wonderful couples who came to share their stories with us. And this season is going to be even better. My name is Kokui Salome Hansen. I'm so thrilled to be back as your host for the Mr. and Mrs. Show. And every week, you and I are going to hang out and talk about marriage and love and the ups and downs and the beautiful aspects of being married to somebody. Before we get into meeting our guests for tonight, we want to thank some new people who have joined us, all right? They're now part of the Mr. and Mrs. team, and we want to acknowledge them and say a big thank you to them for coming on board. So, Yomi Yogurt, you can see the delicious yogurt right here. We're all going to be enjoying that. It's very tasty. You know that already. It comes in several flavors and very nutritious as well. So thank you to Yomi Yogurt for being part of the Mr. and Mrs. Show family. Excella Fabrics and Designs. If you love what I'm wearing, then you need to go to Excella and they can hook you up with some beautiful fabric just like this. All right. You can call them on 026-673-5755. Again, that's 026-673-5755. Excella Fabrics and Design. Beautiful fabric of all kinds that you can find there. Lace Gallery. We want to say thank you to them as well for supporting the Mr. and Mrs. Show. You can contact them on 026-829-3887. That's 026-829-3887. Lace Gallery on Lagos Avenue Road in East Legon, next to the Cow Bank. Very easy to find them. Beautiful lace fabric they have as well. And Ella Caddy, if you want some nice jewelry to spruce up your outfits that you're going to be getting from Excella and Lace Gallery, then all you have to do is contact Ella Caddy and get something nice to accessorize your outfit, all right? They're along the Bawalishi Road in East Legon, and you can call them on 024-105-3246. 024-105-3246. That's Ella Caddy Jewelry. And we also want to say a big thank you to Sally's Cakes and Treats for supporting the show. We'll be enjoying a lot of those treats. And for those of you who will be coming on the show, you'll be enjoying them as well. They're delicious. All right, lots of support we have this season. And we're really glad that they're all part of the Mr. and Mrs. Show. So again, it's season 3, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about marriage. We're talking about lessons in love and marriage. And we're very, very proud to introduce our first couple for this season. Now, this is a couple that has been together, married for 30 years. Remember, we ended season 2 with a couple that had been married for 20 years, I think. Now we're kicking it off even better with a 30 years married couple. Let's say a big hello to Mr. and Mrs. Clottey. Welcome to the Mr. and Mrs. Show.
Thank you very much.
It's very, very lovely to have you here. 30 years. I mean, there are people watching who aren't even 30 years old, and you've been married for that length of time. We cannot wait to learn from the two of you. For those of us who are still young in marriage, and those of us who are contemplating marriage, and maybe even people who have been married for a long period of time, but they're searching for some answers on some things. So welcome again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's have a great chat with you. So, I feel inspired to start with you, Mr. Clottey.
Okay.
To talk about how you met your wife.
Yeah, thank you very much. I met my wife way back in, I think, 1984, 85, thereabout. We were then in the youth fellowship. That is the Methodist Youth Fellowship in Carnation, where we all worship together. And that is where it all started.
In church. I see. Okay. Let's get some details about how you first saw her, what went through your mind, what made you approach her, all of those things.
Yeah. There are so many things that will attract a woman to a man or a man to a woman. Mm-hmm. And to me personally, I was looking at how she carried herself along. Okay. And then also ability to relate to others, and then service. Mm-hmm. And then also there's a kind of good character that she was showing at meetings, and then someone who's responsible.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so tell me about the first time you saw her, you laid eyes on her. What was that like?
I can't really pinpoint how I felt because I think initially it wasn't there. I mean, you were not looking. I was not looking for a wife then.
Okay.
But then somewhere along the line, it hits you. Yes, and when it hits you, you feel within your heart that if I get this, I will love it.
Oh, yeah? Mrs. Clottey, I'm coming to you now because you've been smiling and giggling the whole time. So I wonder if you have another side to the story about how you met. So let's find out from you.
Well, as he said, we met in the youth fellowship. We were going to church, fellowshipping together, church meetings. And then one day he just approached me, do you want to be my friend?
Oh.
And then I said, okay. Like all women, I'll think about it.
When he approached you, had you noticed him in that way? Had you been also watching him, or he wasn't even on your radar?
Well, like he was saying, how he carried himself too. Yeah, he's always asking questions at meetings, taking the position as a leader if the leader is not in. And then I said to myself, well, if I can have him, then I can then I can learn more from the Bible. Yes. Okay. Yes. And then I don't know what happened. He approached first. And then, anyway, it was a straightforward thing.
Oh, please tell us more.
It took a long time for me to say yes.
Why was that?
That was way back in, I think, 85 or so.
But why did you, as we say in the past, why did you stretch him?
Because we have so many young ones in the fellowship. Yes, so I was torn. I don't know where to go.
Oh, you had options. There were lots of options.
Yes.
I see. Okay, Mr. Clottey, so your wife was a hot commodity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Likewise, I was also a hot commodity.
I like that.
So that is how the whole thing is. Because as you are watching this, others are also watching you. Mm-hmm. And some, can make the approach. But then, if you are not into it, you are not into it. You shouldn't deceive people. And I was open due to the training that I had. I was then in another group, Youth for Christ, and we had a lot of training. Young people, it's a young people's group. So we go to camps, we go to leadership training, seminars and everything. So it gave you that foundation to know where you are going and to know what you believe in and what you stand for. And so it's not everyone who comes to you that you just have to open and then find a place in your heart. That person can topple you up or can make you up. So there are certain traits or characters that you need to watch.
Okay.
And then when you make that decision, you know you are making a definite decision.
All right. So two young people in the church, you decide you want to see each other. Yeah. What was that like, though, being an active part of your church, youth fellowship, and being in a romantic relationship? What was that like?
Well, I don't see it as something that we did, in a more hidden way. It was open.
Okay.
I, for example, will visit her in her home, and we have a number of young friends with us, and the mom sells kenke, so we used to go and buy the kenke, and sometimes she will serve all of us, and I was friends to the sisters as well, and then also the brothers. So
the family loved you.
Yes, I became part of the family more or less.
That's nice.
Because I believe if you are marrying a person, you are marrying the whole family. So why don't you be friends with everybody? So, in fact, there was a time even I was even closer to a younger sister than her.
Oh, how did that make you feel? As the object of his affection, how did you feel about him being very close to your younger sister.
Because I know whatever he wants from me, he'll pass through my sister.
Oh,
yes.
okay. All right. But that's lovely, though. That means you had it relatively smooth as far as the family accepting everything and being able to move forward.
Yes. At that point, I would say yes. But for her to agree, I mean, it was...
Oh, she was...
Oh, yes.
Even after the family embraced you, she was still tough.
Not really. Before that.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It wasn't all that easy.
But you know, it's very interesting because 30 years later, you still remember that she was tough.
Yeah, there are certain things you don't forget.
Especially when you put in a lot of work.
Yeah. Because what I believe is that whatever experience you go through, it's meant for a reason. Probably you may share it and others may learn from it. So that when they are going through it, they wouldn't think that they are the only people going through such experiences.
That's a good point.
That is the most important thing. If you forget, then why did you go through it? Don't. There are things that you just have to forget, but others, because of the lessons involved, you need to just recollect and then share with others as well.
So if there's a young man out there who has been pursuing a woman year after year, doing everything he can, and she's still not giving him the final go-ahead, what were you going to say to him?
Where do we find gold? You have to dig. Yeah, sometimes you prospect and you go and there's nothing. Dig again.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
You keep digging.
You keep digging until you hit gold. Yeah.
All right.
Because I think in not olden days, but in time past, I think that is what the ladies were doing. They just wanted to test you whether you're serious. Whether you're serious. Yes. Because it's really not pleasant when it's happening, but it teaches you a lot of lessons to go and come back and be the better person and say it better. Maybe I'm not saying it right.
All right. And it paid off in the end.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we will take a quick break, but before we do that, you know, there's something we do on the show. Yeah. We have a Q&A. It's not really WAEC, but it's a bit of a test.
Okay.
About how well you know each other. And the way we do this is that one of you stays here with me and the other person leaves us. And then we chat, ask a few questions, and see how well you know your spouse. Okay. So you have to nominate one of you to stay and one to leave. So who's staying? Who's going?
Well, I'm in charge, but I've asked her to choose, so she will go out.
I like that. All said and done. Okay. Yes. So when we come back, we'll see who is going to be leaving us, and we'll have a nice chat with either Mr. or Mrs. Clottey.
We rise away. We overcome in any weather. There is no end to what we can imagine. When we live and love and live the dream is our legacy. That's our legacy. Our legacy.
Yomi, always different, truly different.
Welcome back to the season premiere of the Mr. and Mrs. Show. I'm here with Mr. and Mrs. Clottey, but one of them has gone. You know how we do this on the show. We have our Q&A section to find out how well you know your spouse. And Mr. Clottey has elected to be the one being quizzed. And I'm very interested in seeing how well he does on answering questions, general questions about his lovely wife. So, should we get started, sir?
Okay.
All right. Okay. But you're a lecturer. This should be this should be cocoa for you.
It depends on what questions you ask.
What questions you ask? Okay. Like, we'll kick it off with this one.
Okay.
Does your wife like movies? Watching a lot of movies?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
But if she had to choose, which of these type of movies would she prefer to watch? Would she pick horror, adventure, romance, or action?
I think she would prefer romance.
I had a feeling you would say that, actually. Stories about love.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you think she considers herself to be more like her mother or her father in terms of personality?
I think more of the mother. Her mother is more or less a housewife, and she works from home.
Okay.
And she's also doing the same thing.
Similar.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll say that.
Okay. Who is more romantic, you or her?
I think I'm more romantic than her.
Okay.
Even though she might think she is. Maybe she'll say that. And I think.
Okay, what is the one thing that she can do the whole day without getting tired?
I think working in the kitchen or
Yeah.
doing the whole thing in the house.
She loves cooking.
She likes cooking. She likes cooking and baking. And yes.
Ooh, so she makes pastries and treats for you?
Yes, not for me, for sale at church.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So that is what she does. And then she's a confectionist, so she does cake when you order them.
Yeah.
Wedding cake, anniversary cakes, whatever cake you, and pastries as well.
Mr. Clottey, you're enjoying.
Yeah, but I don't want to grow fat. So.
No, but you've kept yourself looking very good.
Thank you.
30 years of marriage, you look really great. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the first gift she gave you?
I think it might be either a shirt or something else. I can't actually remember. Yeah.
Let's see what she says when we ask her. All right. So apart from you, who would she call in times of trouble?
I think it might be the elder sister.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Do you know her blood group?
yeah. I think she's O. Yeah, I think she's O.
Oh, that's good. That means she can donate to any
Investor donor.
Yeah. Also, you're lucky. You're very fortunate. All right. Finally, apart from her career or her catering, what she does, what other things does she consider herself to be naturally talented at doing?
She likes cooking, and so I think cooking comes to her naturally.
Okay.
Yeah, cooking.
You're done. WAEC is over.
Oh, okay. I thought you were changing my name.
That's it. All right.
Yeah.
So are you ready to find out how well you did on this one?
Well, it's okay. Yes, I do it to students, so if you
So-
need it to me, that's okay.
That's true. Now you're in the hot seat.
Yeah.
Yes. The invigilator is done.
Yeah.
We're going to bring Mrs. Clottey back in. All right. So let's have her join us or rejoin us, and we'll find out just how well Mr. Clottey did on this. Mrs. Clottey is back, and she's going to tell us whether or not Mr. Clottey's answers to these questions were correct. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I hope you had a nice time away.
Yes.
I'm sure you were wondering, what on earth is she asking him? And Mrs. Clottey, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So, the first question I asked your husband was this. Which type of movies would you prefer out of these options? Horror, adventure, romance, or action? Romance. Oh, you like romantic movies. He gave the right answer. Yes. He said you would pick romance. Well done, sir. Okay. Question 2. Do you consider yourself to be more like your mother or your father?
My mother.
What are the similarities you see between you and your mom?
My mother is a very hardworking woman. She loves cooking.
He said the same about you. You picked the right answer. I mean, after 30 years, of course, you would expect some good answers, right? Okay, who is more romantic, you or him?
Him.
Really? Is that so? Okay, tell me about one romantic thing he's done for you. Just one. You see, after 30 years of marriage, if he can still make her laugh like this, it's good, isn't it? Okay.
Sometimes he calls from home. Abi, are you at home? I will say, yes, I'm coming. That is when fufu is ready.
Ooh. So he likes his fufu. Okay. He got the right answer. He said he is more romantic than you are. He did. He said that. Okay. What is one thing you can do the whole day and you'll never get tired?
Working along the clock in the home. Yes. I bake as well.
He's smiling because he knows he is getting close to 100% on this quiz. Absolutely what he said as well. He mentioned specifically that you love baking. He said the same thing. Okay. What is the first gift you gave him?
I can't remember. I remember his.
Let us know.
He gave me a New Testament Bible.
Oh, yeah, that was his first gift.
First gift.
That's a good gift to give. So he wanted to start off on that note.
Yeah.
That's very slick.
Yeah.
You know, going the religious route. Yeah.
And I still have that Bible with me.
So today,
Yes.
30 years later plus.
Plus my engagement Bible.
Wow. Well, then it's special. I feel like giving you a free point for that one. Because the answer, well, he says he remembers, he couldn't remember the first gift, but he remembers that you've given him a shirt. Yeah. So we'll put that one. Should we give them a bonus point?
Yeah, because I actually said that I can't remember.
Yeah, it'll be tough after 30 years.
Yes.
Okay. Apart from him, who would you call in times of trouble?
My younger sister.
I see. The one he was very close to.
Yes.
Okay. You see, I even gave him a paw for this one. And he said you would call your elder sister. That's what he said. Because he said sister. I said, oh, the one you were close to, the younger one. And he said, no, it would be the elder one. Okay, so this one you get 50%.
Okay.
On sister. All right. What is your blood group?
I think B positive.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He says you are O positive.
O positive, yeah.
He's very sure about that. So, I'm sure we'll get the confirmation. Apart from what you do for your career, this is the last question. What other thing do you consider yourself to be very talented at doing?
Well, I love to welcome people home, make them feel comfortable.
And when they come to your home, what do you do for them?
I cook for them.
There you go. Perfect. So he actually did very well. I think he did really, really well on the quiz. That's it. We're done with all the questions in that regard. But we are a bit curious though, very quickly, before we wrap up our discussion, about your wedding and how marriage has been 30 years of being married to the same person, raising a family with the same person. How has it been?
It's just like climbing a hill. Yes, you climb and then you descend into the valley. You climb again, and then you come to a portion where it's leveled, and then that is when, after all your troubles, you end up laughing together or embracing each other again. Life has not been so easy during those 30 years when you have 3 kids. Yes. So I decided to work at home.
So that you could be there for them.
I'll be there for them.
I think a lot of women go through that struggle on how to balance working and raising a family. Yeah. So I can definitely relate to what you're saying. And you've done it.
2 girls and a boy. So I have to do their washing, pack them, get them ready for school every morning. So I decided to stay at home. So while staying, I decided to go to a school, learn how to bake cakes, and then whilst they are away at school, I'll be working at home. And that has worked for us perfectly up to today. Now I don't feel like going out to work. I still bake and make my wedding cakes, everything at home.
Wow. And your children are grown. And
the children are grown.
And you still look so young and fresh. And you smile. And you're enjoying your life now.
Yes.
Okay. What advice do you have for the people watching you? Because we're wrapping up now. I'm sure they've already learned a lot from what you said. But your closing remarks for our audience on 30 years of marriage, lessons that you would share with them. We'll start with Mrs. and then end with Miss?
Well, all that I want to tell you, marriage is sweet. It depends on how you handle it. Don't share your problems outside. Just try and keep it. Read your Bible. There are a lot of advices in the Proverbs. Just go through. You find one which is suitable. Just keep on praying to your God, and God will make a way for you to handle all your affairs, big and small.
Amen.
Amen.
Life has a way of rewarding those who are serious with life. So even though it is not easy, you can choose to make it easy or too difficult. For example, if you think that it's so difficult, I can't do it, you wouldn't be able to do it. It's difficult, but I will find a way. And God will give you a way where there seems to be no way. So your faith in marriage would either let it stay or not stay. And then also not to take things so serious that this is how I am and this is how I should be. Because there are certain times she would do something that I don't really like. Like I said, why do you worry your head? You worry your head for nothing. She has done it, and so what? So most often, things that I want it to be done my way, I will go ahead and do it. If I want the kitchen to be clean and they are eating and they don't care, I will go and clean it and make sure everything is neat. And it doesn't cut anything out of me. So that is how life is. If you want it that way, do it. Don't ask somebody to come and do it for you. And so work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Thank you. Wise words from Mr. and Mrs. Clottey.
We fall, we rise away. We overcome in any weather. There is no end to what we can imagine. When we live and love and live this dream is our legacy. It's our legacy. Our legacy.
Yomi, always different, truly different.
We can't let you leave the show empty-handed. You know. We want to send you away with some lovely gifts from our sponsors. And you see this beautiful cake I'm holding. This is from Sally's Cakes. You can see that there. Looks delicious, doesn't it? This is what you're going to be taking home to enjoy together as you reminisce about 30 years of marriage. But not only that, we also have a lovely gift bag from you. We've got jewelry from Enak Production that you're going to be able to enjoy as well. And where you have some beautiful jewelry on now, but this is going to add to your collection to sparkle up another outfit of yours. So you'll go home with that. And we're giving you some fabric that both of you can decide how you're going to use. So thank you to Excella Fabrics and Design for some cloth that they are giving to our couple, and to Lace Gallery as well for beautiful fabric that you can sew for any occasion. So here is your gift bag, your fabric, your jewelry, and your delicious cake. But last and not least, our friends at Yomi Yogurt definitely want you to not only drink this yogurt here, but to also take some home. So here you go.
Okay.
So you've got yogurt, you've got cake. It's actually a nice snack. Yogurt and cake. All right. Thank you again for coming to the show. And thank you to all of our sponsors. So Yomi Yogurt, thank you for the beautiful yogurt you've given us. It's delicious. It's nutritious. You know that already. So pick up some Yomi Yogurt and enjoy it. It keeps you full, actually, through the day. If you're out and about and you need something quick to nourish you, pick up some Yomi Yogurt, all right? Excella Fabrics and Design. Like I said, if you want a beautiful outfit like the one I'm wearing, you can get that at Excella Fabric and Design. They've got gorgeous colors, lots to select from, and you don't want to miss out on getting something chic to wear the next time you're going somewhere. Lace Gallery as well. You know, for those special occasions where you want to look unique, go to Lace Gallery. All right, they're in East Legon on Lagos Avenue Road, right next to the Cal Bank. You can't miss it. All right, and to Enak Production for jewelry that will spruce up any outfit. Go and visit them at Bawaleshi in East Legon. Get something sparkling for your special outfits. And not forgetting the delicious cake from Sally's Cakes and Treats. Just at home, sipping your Yomi Yogurt, eating some Sally's Cakes and Treats. you'll have a nice time by yourself, all right? Get that next cake for your special occasion if you would like. And our guests are going to be enjoying all of this throughout this season of the Mr. and Mrs. Show. It's been such a pleasure coming to you today with this episode. 30 years of marriage, guys. What a goal. That gives us something to aim for, all right? And I want to say a big thank you to Hilda of HO Beauty Bar for the makeup. Always looking great. Thanks to Hilda. And to Bessie as well for my hair, for styling it today. Thank you for watching the Mr. and Mrs. Show. We'll see you next week with another lovely couple talking about love and marriage.
Shed your time, yeah. Shed your time, yeah. Shed your time, yeah. Shed your time, yeah. You made me so beautiful.